Alright, the time is ticking and I forgot to wear my watch. Now let's keep the ball rolling. Many features that I am going to talk about here today follows a structure. Why, how, what, and the core principle involved. Let's start with the physical overview of ARYA 1. Fused power cord. Our country, India, is a combination of wide demographics. My favorite Himalayan range in the north, Western Ghats in the south, Thar deserts in the west, Seven Sister states in the east, which I am planning to explore very soon in my motorbike ride. Giving a thought about the electrical condition here in these variant landscapes makes me think more about it. We also thought the climate changes which are seen very commonly nowadays with rains, thunderstorms and snowfalls, well, that will definitely put electrical devices at great risk. So how do we overcome these situations? Digging our brains, we found a very simple and affordable solution. That's the Indian type fused power cord. Absolutely, prevention is better than cure. What are the benefits of using a fused power cord? Minimal component damages that in long run increases the durability of the devices. And that satisfies our first core principle, superior build quality for longer durability. Talking about the make, just think down the line 5 years from now, during monsoons and rainy seasons, the regular wear and tear starts showing up. The paint comes off, the moisture sits on the back and starts rusting. This might result in mild electric shocks and component corrosions. Come on, man. Just 5 years. We are building a future-proof television here. So, how are we going to increase the life of a television? Using a 7000 series lightweight aluminum alloy body and fit with ABS material that is temperature resistant and flexible. Also holds the direct metal primers, which is again just a fancy word we use for paint. So what are the results? You get more time with your television. The backlight and display. Ask your memory power a question. Have you seen a screen like this before? The light illuminates from the edges and slowly fades while it reaches the middle of the screen. God, you will be watching a romantic movie and it feels like a crazy horror movie. How do we handle this situation now? It's a simple solution for geeks like you. Direct LED backlight. Place the backlight right behind the screen and illuminate it. This makes the light spread across to give better overall glow. And we use a QDEF as well, which is a quantum diffuser sheet. It takes the light and distributes all across its quantum dots to give equal and enriched proportion of light everywhere. What happens now? More uniform light equals to better brightness, better contrast levels, and finally, the best picture. This is called QLED mechanism, which is the latest technology standard and our second core principle. Alright, let's dive deeper. Active cooling split board, fail-safe and future-proof architecture. Whoa, that went really fast. But these are real simple concepts. Do you know the word compact design? I really don't get the meaning of it. It's like a thin, narrow home loaded with so many things. That's suffocating for the components like a World War II bunker, isn't it? Imagine an electronic circuit board filled with so many powerful components with a lot of heat generating, and these components don't have space to cool themselves. And if one component goes bad, you have to change the entire PCB because they are programmed to work and coordinate with each other so closely. Since they are totally reliant on each other, if we have to upgrade the hardware, there are a lot of space and compatibility challenges. It's like me, a Hulk-like growing man, wearing a short t-shirt and cannot even move my hands. So how do we handle this for the future? The heat generated can be controlled with active cooling system. Split board lets us to replace only the damaged PCB rather than the whole thing. Since it's a fail-safe structure, you can always disconnect the damaged Android part and use the TV as a regular setup. And the TVs are more of a gadgets today. With ARYA 1, you get to choose up to 3 future upgrades very easily. What does it help you with? Fail-safe design and architecture with future scalability. Display and resolution variants. Coming back to display and resolution variants, we have products with true 4K, 4K ready, and full HD. 4K ready is basically a full HD panel that can also play 4K content seamlessly, but with limited viewing experiences, unlike true 4K. We have implemented HDR to SDR, SDR to HDR scaling mechanism, which one can use according to their requirement and content availability. Most importantly for a display is the picture engine. The IMAGEMAGIK V3 AI, that's a proprietary product of Ridaex, and it has a lot of responsibilities to handle. This will blow your mind, trust me. Naming a few: content resampling, accurate color depth management according to the scene, motion control and motion compensation, artificial intelligence based color learning and implementation. In fact, if you have to understand the real capabilities of IMAGEMAGIK V3 AI, we have to get into some numbers here. In simple terms, a pixel is a very tiny dot in a display unit. Each pixel has 3 subpixels with red, green, and blue colors. Typically, in an 8-bit Full HD panel, we can produce up to 256 shades of red, 256 shades of green, and 256 shades of blue. Wow! Each pixel can produce 256 into 256 into 256 number of colors. That is approximately 1.6 million colors. Now, do you know the number of pixels in a full HD screen? That is 1920 into 1080, which is approximately 2.1 million pixels again. Punching these numbers into a calculator, 2.1 million pixels into 1.6 million colors is 34 trillion 789 billion 235 million 97,600 threads of work for every single refresh. Now just do the math for 4K resolution, which is 4 times the resolution of a full HD. With a 10-bit panel that can produce up to 1024 shades of red, 1024 shades of green and 1024 shades of blue. God, that a number even a calculator will take few seconds to process. All right, I give up. Talking about the processor, we have implemented one of the latest SoC for televisions. That is AMLogic 905X3. It's a quad-core processor based on ARM Cortex-A55 with peak CPU clock speed of 1.9 GHz, accompanied by Mali G31 MP2 GPU and paired with flagship 4 GB RAM and up to 64 GB internal storage. Also with 2.4 and 5 GHz dual-band Wi-Fi and Bluetooth version 4+. This powerful machine comes with Android 9 open source operating system with Google Play services enabled. The application compatibility is way too better than any other Android TV in the market till now. Now it's time to talk about after-sales services. I'm sharing these real experiences that we had in the past. Ridaex being a fresh Indian startup and 3.9 years old company, and we are soon about to celebrate our 4th anniversary. Even though we had developed very good products earlier, we were criticized due to our compromised after-sales services, and we acknowledge this. Why did we face these issues in the first place? Due to the inherent nature of outsourced services, many service requests were delayed beyond our promised timelines. And we at Ridaex are trying to solve these problems once and for all. So now, it's our new challenge for us to take up. How do we solve these service issues? It's again, divide and rule. Simplify and localize the services. There are 2 Indian-based automobile companies whose services are so reliable that it has service availability even in Tier 3 and Tier 4 cities of India. Isn't that a great achievement? You can get the services done even in a village. At Ridaex, we are already working on a hyper-local service expansion project where we will be having Ridaex authorized service centers in every 10-kilometer radius in all urban areas of India by mid-2021. We are aggregating skilled local technicians who are in the verge of losing their daily bread due to brand monopolies. We train and certify these technicians to Ridaex technologies and deploy them to perform tasks based on the requirements. Not just with the product development, but we would like to be a part of contributing something better for our nation. Contributing or generating new skilled employment in India is a part of our goals. What changes does Ridaex hyperlocal services bring? Happy customers, happy employees and partners, and Indian brand growth. And all of these are possible with each and every one of your support. All right, before I forget, don't you feel that we have missed some features here? Now let's talk about these features before we go ahead for the final prize release of Ridaex ARYA 1 series. Introducing Ridaex Smart Remote, Pop-up Camera and my favorite, lazy lab board. A gyroscope remote is a 2.4 gigahertz wireless remote that gives you a cursor and a selector based experience. Now imagine using a latest smart TV just like a computer. Our gyroscope remote will provide you with on-air handheld cursor control experience along with one-touch access for voice assistance. A full HD pop-up webcam that pops up only when a hand gesture is made to protect your personal privacy. The pop-up camera can also be utilized for today's trending online education system and family communications. Imagine your kids attending online classes in a 65-inch Ridaex ARYA 1 AI, and that almost offers a classroom-like experience. Finally, the millennials and my favorite lazy lab board. Have you ever tried using a keyboard and a mouse on your lap just like this? The Lazy Lab board is a platform that enables you to use a keyboard and a mouse comfortably sitting on a couch. Ridaex ARYA 1 series come with two different variants, Basic, Elite. Basics version come with LED TV, food stands, extendable VESA mount, standard remote, and gyroscope remote with voice control. Elite version come with all of the features of basic version plus a pop-up webcam and a lazy lab board. Finally, now the numbers that you are all been waiting for. There are 6 different sizes in Ridaex ARYA 1 series. 32 and 40 inch are full HD. 43 inch is 4K ready, 50, 55 and 65 are true 4K and 10-bit panels. And the 43, 50, 55 and 65 are all QLED. And here are the prices. Wow. We will be starting our first phase of sales in Bangalore in September 2020 and expect to start in Mumbai, Chennai and Hyderabad by October 2020. Please be sure to visit and demo Ridaex ARYA 1 series before you buy. And thank you for opening your wallets.
Another Samsung model. This